So let's talk today about grinding your way to success versus planning your way to success. So I had a coaching session today with a client, and they have been on an amazing roll this year in 2023. All the goals that they put for both revenue and profit, they've greatly exceeded those goals. But I could tell today that they're both these individuals, equal partners in this business, are really tired. Why? Because they are basically putting out fires constantly. Are they getting new contracts and signing them? They're moving teams around. They're moving supplies around, and they're patching holes up in order to sustain this growth. And one of the things that they talked about is, well, Kevin, you know what? We're just really trying to work hard at grinding our way to success. And I said, stop it. I said, you cannot grind your way to success. Whoever told you that you can grind your way to success is full of garbage, okay? Now, addendum to that. Can you temporarily work and grind hard to get momentum to achieve success? Absolutely. But the idea that you can only grind your way to success and continue to grind your way to success is a recipe for disaster. What you can do instead is plan your way to success. You can put a game plan together so that you can actually start systematizing your business and delegating tasks to others so that you can get long-term momentum in your business. So here's the thing is that when you grind your way to success, you become tired and desperate for a break. You start losing interest in your own business. At some point, you quit and give up. When you plan your way to success, you put a roadmap into what needs to get done and how it's going to get done, how to delegate to people, and then get a point to where you can actually get your business to run without you. So I'm going to talk about 3 things about how to plan your way to success in your business. So if this is, if you're watching this in November or December of 23, this is the perfect time to plan out your business. So what's step 1? Step 1 is block the time. And what I mean by block the time is find a time that you're going to carve out of your schedule between now and the end of the year. Now, if it's January, that's fine. You can do it then. But let's carve out 4 hours a day, 2 days, however long it takes for you to get you and your leadership team away from the business and start setting goals. What does that look like? Do you need to go up into the mountains to a retreat center to do it? Do you need to fly to Mexico and do it? Can you do it at somebody's home and shut the doors and shut off the phones? Whatever works for you. But you've got to separate yourself from your business, carve that time out, and actually do the real work of planning. So that's not easy for some businesses. But if you don't do it, you're going to be trapped into the same trap that you're doing of just putting out fires every single day. So number 1, block the time. Number 2, create a vision that inspires people. There's a concept called BHAG that was invented by Jim Collins. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but first I learned about it, BHAG, was Jim Collins in his book Good to Great. And what BHAG is all about is the big, hairy, audacious goal. Where do you want your business in 20 or 25 years? Something that is so beyond what you believe you could do, and you couldn't do it in 3 or 4 years, but you could definitely probably do it in 20 to 25 years. So what does that BHAG look like? And therefore, along with that is your vision. Where are you taking your business? What is that ultimate vision for the business? What's the mission of the business? What are your culture that you have? If you don't have a culture, this is the time to set that up. So you have to start diving deep into what you want your business to look like when it's finished. In this particular case with this client, they're both in their early 40s, and so they probably got a good 20 plus years left in them before they decide to retire and sell the business. So why not set an idea of what that business wants to look like in the future? And here's what it does. It enrolls and inspires your employees. Imagine you have a young employee that you've just brought on board, and you tell that young employee that you're going to be a large company, 10 times, 20, 30 times the size it is today, Do you think they have hope of a career with you for long term? Yeah, it inspires them. So then we got the BHAG, and then one of the things we need to do is number 3 is we're starting to break that down into goals. Now, probably looking at 5-year goals, maybe 3-year goals, 1-year goals, and 90-day goals. So now we take the dream and take the concepts and put them into very specific goals. Then use what we call the SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable results oriented in a time frame. And the final thing in that whole thing now is the budget. Once you've got that down, now this is the time for you to put your budget together. A budget is nothing more than telling your money where to go. This is where, once you know you want to get something done, how are you going to finance all of this? How much revenue do you budget for this year? What are your expenses you've budgeted for this year? Now, the first starting point always is your profit goal. The very first thing in budgeting is having that profit goal in place and then creating the budget around that. But if you don't have a budget, then you have no way and no idea of how to achieve your profit goal. So let's go through those 3 steps again. Number 1, block the time. If you have to do a retreat with a flip chart and get away from the business, you do it. Number 2, having a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, and a vision, mission, and culture. Define your future, get people enrolled and excited. Number 3, 5-year, 3-year, and 1-year goals. And obviously, number 4 is the bonus, put a budget together. This is the time of year to do it. So, if you want some help on putting together that annual plan and you want to talk with somebody through with that, go ahead and below here, schedule a 30-minute strategy call. I'll walk you through some of these concepts in more depth and help you put together an idea of how you can put your plan together for the next year so that you are not trying to grind your way to success, you're planning your way to success. Go out there, make next year the biggest year you've ever had. Get excited, get enthusiastic, get yourself excited, get your team excited. Go out there and make it happen.